Welcome and bienvenue, welcome. Flamme étranger, stranger. Gutlich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you, bleibe restez. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. I'm cabaret, cabaret, cabaret. Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, Ladies and Gentlemen. Bonsoir, guten Abend, good evening. Wie geht's? Comment ça va? Do you feel good? Yes, good. Welcome. It is my pleasure this evening to introduce you to your hosts. Thank you and a good night.
Well, that was quite the introduction.
Yeah.
Wow. That was impressive.
It is.
I've never been introduced like that before.
Well, you know, and the creepy thing is I didn't ask him to do a video.
Oh, really?
No, he just sent it.
Oh, well, that is kind of creepy.
Weird.
Well, thank you, Paul,
Yeah.
for that amazing introduction to our Saturday night trivia show here at Film.Ca Cinemas. With me is my friend Tim Cadney from the Burl Oak Theatre Group.
Yep.
And we are doing musical movies tonight. That's our
right.
That's our trivia theme for the evening.
Yeah. And you know what? I have to say it
No,
finally,
don't say.
It finally
Sing.
Well, it finally happened.
Thank you.
It took 4 episodes of trivia for us hosting to finally inadvertently dress alike. I don't know if you noticed this. We got this sort of the khaki pants and the blue collared shirt.
Oh, that's great.
It happened.
Well, it's going to become more alike as time
That's
goes
right.
on, too.
I thought we were going to dress up in sequence. I'm glad I didn't take that memo seriously.
Yeah, well, you know what? That memo writer is fired. Anyway, we are here again to entertain you, hopefully, and enlighten you on all things trivial when it comes to musical movies.
That's right.
And we're very excited tonight to be also joined with some other video segments from members of the Burl Oak Theatre Group.
That's right.
Performing.
Yeah, we were. I mean, the hope would have been to have them here
Yeah.
live, but we need to adhere to social distancing.
Yes.
So we thought the best way to get a great variety of the talent that we have at Burl Oak Theatre Group is to allow them to do their videos at home.
Yeah.
We kind of tweaked them, had some fun with them, jazzed them up a little bit, but we have 6 videos to show, some amazing talent from BOTG donating their time to this, and we can't wait to show it to you.
So buckle yourself in. This is going to be a very long show, I think.
Yeah. Good 9 hours.
Good. So we have 45 questions in addition to our video segments from members of the Burl Oak Theatre Group performing for you. These are original performances just for tonight's.
That's right.
Just for tonight's trivia show. As usual, if you haven't done it already, go to your app, your favorite app, your Android, your computer, your tablet, your iPhone, whatever it happens to be, your big brick Motorola brick phone. I guess you can't use that. But,
No.
go there and go to, on your browser, crowd.live/ just disappeared, JJ33. Is that an I or a 1?
I think it's an I.
I think it's an I.
I think it's an I.
Anyway, hopefully Jenna has put the link up in social media.
She has.
Go there so that you're ready to play the game. We'll give you a couple seconds here while we pay some bills. So Film.Ca Cinemas is, Tim, we're still closed.
I know.
We're in phase 2 here in Halton.
Yeah. So patio movies.
Patio movies, yeah.
I think need to happen.
That's not a thing, unfortunately.
Should be a thing.
Should be a thing. We're still closed. We're waiting for that glorious day when the province says it's safe to reopen. We are in phase 3. We hope that's going to come soon. Certainly, things seem to be getting better in Ontario.
They are.
We had a good week of lowish numbers.
That's right.
Which is great news. Please don't let up. Continue to be safe.
Yes.
Social distance. Stay in your bubble, which is now 10.
Yep.
Apparently, which is it's been a challenge. We've been auditioning at home for who's going to be in our bubble. We've been taking
didn't
applications.
think of that. You should be.
We've been taking applications.
Headshots, resumes.
I
think they need to do a
background
monologue.
checks.
Background
We've been
checks
running
is very
background
important.
checks, so we don't want any nefarious characters in our bubble.
That's right.
And it's stay vigilant, stay safe, and
Yeah.
we'll be back soon. We're ready to go here at Film.Ca Cinemas, but in the meantime, we need to survive, and one of the ways we're doing that is by selling our snacks and beverages and food on Friday and Saturday night. So while we are sitting here, our staff is at the snack bar, willing and ready to serve you all of your favorite Film.ca goodies. Tim was showing you the candy collection over here.
Pizza.
We have pizza. We have, of course, popcorn, the best popcorn on this planet or any other.
It's true.
Yes. And you can pick it up right in the theater. You can actually visit. You can wave at us while you're in the lobby. We're open till 9 o'clock tonight for pickup. You can also order your favorite goodies from DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Skip the Dishes.
Nice.
And we hope that you'll do that. And throughout the evening, we'll tell you about some other ways that you can potentially help support us. We don't know when we're going to be open yet, but we're looking forward to welcoming you all back to Film.ca. We got some great safety things put in place to keep everybody safe and healthy, but we've also been doing some fix-ups around the building as well. So hopefully people will be super excited about that when we get open again, whenever that comes. Before we get into the game, let's all go to the lobby. Josh, you want to run our opening video for the evening?
Okay, Jeff, we're ready for you.
Okay, here I come. This thing isn't easy to move around in, you know. Listen, I'm going to be frank. When you said you had a role for me, this is not what I thought you meant.
Don't let yourself get all steamed up. Just relish the moment.
Whatever.
Okay, is everybody ready? Cue the tunes.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Ba-bum, bum, bum, delicious things to eat. The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Ba-bum, bum, bum. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's go to the lobby.
Well, it's never going to be an Oscar wiener. Tim, I'm not sure if you agree with me, but nothing says buy snacks at Film.ca cinemas than me wearing a giant hot dog costume.
And I have to be honest, if that was in your Can I Be in Your Bubble video, that was your audition for me, I would say no.
Well, you know what?
no.
That may be why we're having a hard time attracting
no.
applicants to the bubble.
I don't know, but if you came with like a plethora of snacks, like you were there with someone in a Nibs costume, another one was popcorn.
The Nibs costume.
I'd be like, okay, now these are 3 people I want in my bubble.
The Nibs costume is booked out.
That's true.
We want to thank the Just Jump Quartet for their fabulous musical performance there. Our second musical number of the night.
That's right.
Third, actually, because you sang
Well, I
just
did.
a little bit.
Butchered.
You got a stanza.
Yeah, I did.
And we also want to thank Dennis Tovall, one of our guests and supporters who was inspired by our other crazy videos and wanted to produce that with us. And it was a lot of fun doing it. We love doing our little videos. We have a lot of fun doing these little commercials. They've become kind of a hit.
They've been huge, and
Yeah.
we've had the opportunity to do 3 with you now, and it's been incredible. So
it's always fun to do. Well, probably the most fun ones. I hope I'm not insulting anybody else. No, I think the most.
You're just being honest.
I'm
It's
just
okay.
being
Keep
honest.
coming.
The most fun. The ones that are the most fun, I think that's the proper grammatical tense, are actually the BOTG ones because I'm getting to dress up and be a kid in basically these musical performances. And I've been I wasn't anybody in Oliver except an off-key host of the video. I didn't play a role in that one.
No,
did I?
you didn't.
Okay.
No.
The kids would have upstaged me.
They always do.
Yes, they always do.
Kids and
especially
animals.
the kid we tried to bury in popcorn. And if you're Jonah, right?
Jude,
if you're watching, great job. We're still trying to clean up. And and of course I played Lord Farquhar in Shrek. Actually, I think we have that. Josh, you want to play that?
Yeah.
Well, just a little bit of musical entertainment here. Hi, Jeff Knoll here, CEO of Film.ca Cinemas. You know how much we love the movies, but did you also know that we're big fans of live theater as well? That's why we're sponsoring the Burl Oak Theatre Group and their efforts to bring live theater right here to our community. You know, they've got a rehearsal going on right now. Why don't we go check it out? Follow me. The Burl Oak Theatre Group first began in 1976. They've been performing at the Oakville Center for the Performing Arts since 1977.
Here we have some rules, let us lay them down.
They specialize in quality award-winning shows that everybody can enjoy. And that includes 3 full-length live plays each season.
And here's the man who made it happen. The towering colossus of the Moxie, Lord Farquaad!
So come check out the Burl Oak Theatre Group's next presentation. They've had a terrific season this year, and next they're presenting the Tony Award-winning show, Shrek the Musical. Go to botg.ca for more information and for tickets. Okay, guys, I just had to finish this commercial thing. Whose line is next anyway?
Yours.
Oh, yeah. And we'll see you at the movies.
And that Shrek!
Well, if you didn't have ham with your dinner tonight, then
There it
certainly
is.
you got a heaping dose of ham right there.
There it is. There it is. You were a method actor. You came in as method actor saying you literally wanted to chop off your legs
That's right, yes.
so
yes.
that you would be the height of Farquaad.
And
we
dye-
said
and dye my
it's
hair.
acting. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, they're a lot of fun. We enjoy doing them, and we love working with our friends at BOTG as they entertain our community with homegrown talent and local productions right here at the Oakville Center for the Performing Arts.
Exactly.
And we can't wait till you're back in business again.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are excited to get back.
And the first show, of course, will be Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
And we look forward to that. So, Tim, we have musical trivia tonight.
That's right. Movie musical trivia.
Movie musical trivia. I should clarify. That's very
That's right.
important. That's very important.
Yeah. So all the trivia questions are based on musicals that have been made into movies.
Yes.
So or are a movie that was a musical. So we're really going to test your knowledge tonight with a little bit of song and dance knowledge as well.
And the first question, of course, is do you know the words to the Star Wars theme?
It's ba-ba-ba. It was actually written by sheep.
That's right,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So
So we've got 45 questions as usual. We've reduced the answering time to 25 seconds.
perfect.
Just a little bit less than 30 from last week. And we're going to do them in blocks. So we'll do 10 questions. We'll take a pause. We'll show you another performance from our friends at Burl Oak Theatre Group.
Yes.
And then we'll get right back into it. Now we have an extra special first prize tonight.
Ooh.
We have an extra special first prize. Courtesy of Universal Music Canada, we have a LP, vinyl, limited edition soundtrack from the movie Grease.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so we're very pleased to be giving that away as a first prize. Second prize and third prize will be passes, so we're happy to, obviously, the first, second, and third place winner. The first place winner can take first choice, but I can't imagine them not taking that vinyl.
Take the vinyl.
Take the vinyl. And we really, really want to thank Universal Music Canada for assisting us with that, and a big shout out to our friends there. So, without further ado, Tim, let's let her rip. Josh, let's start the questions. Yes, we know that. It will begin shortly.
There we go.
And there it is.
All right. In the opening scene of La La Land, what was the name of the song that the drivers sing and dance to? Winter's coming, the fools who dream, a lovely night, another day of sun. Ah, La La Land.
This movie played, I have to say, I don't remember the exact time, but it was like, it played for months in this theater right
bet.
behind us in Theater 1. And it was quite the movie.
It was.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We'll see the answers, but we can go back and you just can push to see what the actual answer was. And there we go. Another day of sun.
Right.
Which made sense. It was a great way to open it up, right? Like, they're stuck in traffic on an LA highway.
Yeah.
And they're singing the song Another Day of Sun, but they're all it's like they're happy, but they're in gridlock.
Have you been to LA?
I have. I've driven in LA,
So-
which freaks me out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was sweating watching that.
Yeah.
In that dry heat on a highway,
Yeah.
stuck. Now, there's a really interesting fact about that. That was actually shot on a highway. That wasn't shot like in a studio
no.
or green screen. They actually shot it on a highway. They closed the highway down. They shot it on
Which
a highway.
is exactly what LA traffic needed. was
Exactly.
another portion of a highway
I think they
shutdown.
shot it like on a quiet, like on a Sunday or something. But it was. I was shocked when I watched some of the
Yeah.
behind the scenes stuff. It's literally shot. All those people were on a highway, and it was filmed using some extremely very, very high tech techniques in order to achieve some of those incredible views, and it was all shot on film as well.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
Well, and what's really exciting is one of the presentations that we have tonight is from an actual musical by Pascal, who were the ones
Yeah.
that wrote the music for La La
Right.
Land. So incredible.
Let's move on to question number 2. We promise we won't talk for 5
No,
minutes per question.
keeping it down tonight. A spoonful of blank helps the blank go down. Mary Poppins, 1964. That's incredible when you think, like, you watch these movies, you don't realize how long ago they were made.
Hey, 1964 wasn't that long ago.
No, that was a long time ago. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna code it. I was gonna code it.
It was a great year.
I was gonna blank code it. I'm helping out people tonight. And I also was given I was given a look at the questions, so now I can spoil them all.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, this wasn't a preventing spoiler. This
Of
was
course.
giving me full power.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
100%.
100%.
There we go.
Excellent. Well done. Well
74
done.
players tonight.
I like the other one. Ice cream and vitamins.
Nice. Zoe, Di and Ty. Oh, Di and Ty. Oh, you guys are rivaling the Markles with that name. Come on. And nice. And we got the Stoyles. There we go. In third. But it's a tie. It's a tie for first.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before.
Wow. Zoe, take credit. You are a one-person army taking on two trivia
right.
virtuosos.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to question number 3.
All right.
Oops. Josh, can we go back to, there we go.
There we go. Which song does not feature in the film Mary Poppins Returns, 2018? Turning Turtle, Big for Your Boots, The Place Where the Lost Things Go. Can you imagine that? Nice. Emily Blunt, of course,
Yeah.
taking on the iconic role of Mary Poppins. Not easy.
It wasn't well reviewed. I quite liked it, and our audiences really enjoyed it
You know
too.
what? I enjoyed it, and I love the consistency of finding a guy that basically plays the character Bert that still can't do an English accent.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's just like that's. Yeah, that was perfect.
Big for your boots.
Big
was
for
the
your
answer,
boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was a little more challenging. Okay, let's move on to question 4.
That was a tough one.
It was a tough one, yeah.
What name is not one of Sophie's potential dads in Mamma Mia? Sky, Bill, Harry, and Sam. So Paul, who you saw in the first opening video for BOTG singing Will Coleman,
Right.
is one of the dads.
Oh, okay.
In our production of Mamma Mia.
Oh, I met him when we shot the commercial.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know. That's where I recognize him
We
from.
sat right over there.
That's right, yeah.
That's right. Sky. That would be very, very awkward if you know the plot, because that's the fiance.
Oh,
if that was the name
interesting.
of one of her dads, then that's a very
Well,
different show.
and I think people really are
90
into Mamma Mia.
Yeah, 92%. All right.
Here we go.
So by round 6, Amber, much to your surprise, this blank champion takes the prize. Hairspray. Another great musical made into a movie. But it started as a cult film.
Yes, it did.
By John Waters.
It was. It was a
right?
cult
So-
film. I remember working a repertory theater, and it used to be come back
Yeah.
every couple, months. It would be played. It was very popular.
Yeah. With Ricky Lake.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and all shot in Toronto.
Really?
Yeah, it was shot in Toronto.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, John Waters had a very unique style. Like when you look at Hairspray and then you look at Cry Baby, and Cry Baby was also turned into a musical.
Right. Okay, heavyweight. This heavyweight champion takes the prize.
60%. Oh, we're stumping some people now.
That's good.
Giving them a challenge. We don't know.
I like the stump.
We'll see how Di and Ty are doing.
Oh, I think Josh has got a bit of Bryn in him and just saying, shut up, let's keep the show going.
I like it. What Shakespeare play inspired West Side Story? Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear.
Yeah, I never thought about this before.
No?
Interesting.
There's so many different movies that are inspirations of Shakespeare plays.
Well, I mean, even The Lion King.
That's right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course it was Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it totally makes sense. I never really thought of it that
No.
way before. Yeah. West Side Story is not my favorite musical. I'm not sure why it isn't.
Here we go.
The Hills Are Alive with the what?
Ooh.
Second.
Hills are alive with the tears of Di and Ty, who have been bumped out of the leaderboard.
Oh, I see that.
That's
Yeah, look
what
at
it
that.
should be, actually.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sad.
But 8 points behind. Zoe is holding strong. Sarah M is in the mix now.
I understand that our good friends Tori and Tyler are watching. I don't know if they're playing. I haven't seen their name pop up yet. Maybe we'll find out a little bit later. Let's move on to the next question, Mr. Producer.
Nice. Question number 7. How many Von Trapp children are there in The Sound of Music?
These are good questions.
6, 7, 4, and 8.
These are really good questions.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was a very funny remake. So, like, look up online. There's a very funny remake of Julie Andrews singing "Doe a Deer," but it's like, it's pandemic version of it. It's very funny, and it's like they teach them like, don't touch your face, wash your hands. Like it's
Nice.
yeah.
That sounded like the welcome to.
Oh yeah, the Dulag.
Yeah, those are the Dulag singers. Yeah.
Wash your
So
hands,
the
wipe
number
your
of children was 7.
face.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, 7.
We had 5 children,
Yeah,
and
it's 2 more. You
yeah,
had 2 more.
I'm
to that
actually
mix.
like I'm really only like 20. I only look this old because
That's right.
of 5 children.
They just like
they
take
suck
your
the
energy.
life right out of you. Well, I'm like impressed that people got 73% of folks got that right.
That's right.
You clearly are Sound of
children.
Music fans.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to question 8.
What year was The Wizard of Oz 1939 broadcast on TV for the first time? 1943, 1956, 1959, or 1962?
Before video, this and Gone with the Wind, which of course is now no longer in vogue.
That's right.
Those films were broadcast every year on television, and it was must-do TV on Sunday nights. And people look forward to it every year. 1956 is when it started.
So, and Wizard of Oz was the first Technicolor, right? It was the first thing to actually show color, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I thought that was. I don't know. I might have my facts, but
Tyler would know.
Tyler, post
Yeah.
it. Let us know.
Yeah.
But I really feel like that moment when they went to Oz was the first time they.
I
they
thought
saw.
The Ten Commandments was the first Technicolor
Was it?
movie.
Okay.
I
You
don't,
could be right.
I thought it was. Josh, do you know the answer to this question? No?
No,
Okay, well, you're
maybe
at film school. I thought you might know the answer to this question. Maybe Tyler can text us and let us know.
That's
because
right.
guaranteed Tyler knows.
What? Anybody
Yeah.
let us know.
Well, anybody
like,
let
what
us
was
know.
the?
Yeah.
What was
or
the
Tori
first?
probably knows too.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next question, please, and we'll update you on our Technicolor question soon.
In Footloose, what activity is forbidden under local law of this small Midwestern town? Drinking alcohol, dancing, texting and driving, gathering of 6 people or more. This is pretty much before stage 1. This is the COVID pandemic, I think, right
exactly,
now.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
we're all living in Beaumont.
Exactly. I love the specific references to
do.
the pandemic in here.
Yeah, and I think the texting and driving was a very
well
smart
done,
answer.
Jenna.
Dancing, yeah.
What a great movie.
I got to give a shout out because I believe some of the members of the Oakville Players are playing along with us tonight and watching. They did an amazing production of Footloose, the musical.
Oh, really?
And they were fortunate enough to finish their run, and then everything started to happen with closures.
They did it just recently?
They just did it. Yeah, it was
I
in
missed
February.
it.
Yeah, so I got the
Oh.
opportunity to see it before we went off on vacation.
Oh, I would love to have seen
yeah,
that.
they did it, and it's a fun production. They've taken all the music, like the Sammy Hagar song, like Somebody's Eyes Are Watching You. They've made them actual musical numbers in the show, and it just really is like a fun way to kind of
Oh, that's so cool.
see Footloose. So
Would like to have seen that.
yeah, so big shout out to the Oakville Players and a
Hey,
great
Oakville
production.
Players. Hope to see you again soon in the theater.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, so there we are. Where are we? Okay. Oh, here's our last question
Yeah.
in round 1. In Greece, 1978, when you're cool enough to be pink, you only need one name. What's Rizzo's first name? This was good. When I saw this question, I was like, wow. Sandy, Betty, Mary, Patricia. Rizzo. Stalker Channing was phenomenal, Rizzo.
Oh, no, she's phenomenal in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a really.
She's my favorite first lady.
Who did she play the first lady?
Stalker, she was first lady in West Wing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Betty Rizzo. I saw an interview with Rosie O'Donnell, and she was talking about how annoying cell phones are in the theater, and like a cell phone went off, and
Yeah.
the person answered it, and she was playing Rizzo in Grease, and the guy was just like, what are you, like you could tell the person on the phone was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm watching Grease with the Rosie. No, she's not good. I just said it full volume. And Rosie
Oh,
was
that's
like,
beautiful. Okay, well that one got a bit of. We're having. There's been a lot of movement in the
this is great.
leaderboard.
So now we got the Poppins.
Poppins.
Stoyles are still, we had the Stoyles there before. Zoe knows musical movies.
Sure
Great
does.
job, Zoe. So 862 points, holding almost a 100-point lead after our first round.
Iroquois Avenue, the whole street. Wow, that's impressive. Baby Shark on Broadway. Now that would be a great show.
You know what? You know what they say? The makings of a great show is when you can't get the song out of your head.
That's right.
That song
Oh,
cannot
you
get
just
out
put
of
it
your
in my head.
Yeah, yeah. We've had that in the panto a few times, 2 times actually. Baby
Oh, really?
Shark. Oh yeah, we gotta throw.
You have to throw it in there.
Pop culture for kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Josh, let's. What are we going to listen to now?
Well, I'm really excited. Okay, so this is a Pasek and Paul musical based on a movie. So I thought it would be really suiting, and it's by Diana and Justin, who both were in Shrek the Musical with us.
Okay.
And I actually got to see them perform this at a musical theater cabaret night done in downtown Toronto. And they promoted Shrek, and they wore their little Shrek tubes while they did it.
Nice.
And it's a beautiful song, but you know what? It actually shows you what the actual title of the show is, and then we'll talk about it afterwards, because I think it'll surprise you that this was made into a musical. So.
Okay, let's play that video.
Street lamp, dim glow, a light of like a night, like summer snow. Well, let it pour. Just cover up whatever came before.
Sea breeze whips through, makes you do some shit you never do. Talking clear, why the hell are you still here? And we go bum bum bum, ba-da-bum bum bum, ba-da-bum bum bum, ba-da-bum bum bum.
Don't know why I decided to come. Don't know why I decided to come.
Very well. Well
Nice
done.
job,
Well done.
Diana and Justin.
Yeah.
So it's from Dogfight, the musical. Do you remember the movie Dogfight?
No, I don't actually.
So Dogfight, it was a movie with River Phoenix and Lily Taylor.
Okay.
And the whole concept of the movie is it takes place, I think they're being deployed to the Vietnam War.
Right.
And it's sort of their last night in town. And so, but they play this cruel game, and it's called the Dogfight. And they have a contest where they have to go and find the ugliest date. And then River Phoenix meets Lily Taylor, actually starts to have feelings for her, but inadvertently takes her to the party, and she realizes what the party was about, and then it kind of creates a rift in the relationship. But then, of course, it's like the whole idea of him having to go to this war and then come back.
Right, right.
But it's it's an incredible movie, and so Pasek and Paul wrote this beautiful musical on it, and
I have to check that out.
It is, yeah. Definitely watch the movie, and it's a beautiful film. And then I think they did such justice to it in terms of converting into a musical. And it's like one of these, lesser known musicals,
Yeah.
but when you see a production, I actually saw a production of it at Sheridan College, and it was awesome.
Wow.
It's great.
Must be one of River Phoenix's last movies,
Yes.
because he died fairly young.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly. What a talented young man.
Yeah. So thank you, Justin and Diana, for doing that. It was, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, and they sound so good together.
This has been a lot of fun to watch these performances. I mean, without having to go to a theater and be safe at home.
That's right.
You don't get that kind of value just anywhere, folks.
No.
You can't get this at Cineplex.
No. You're just missing popcorn, so I want to hear that phone ring.
By the way, we are open till 9 o'clock tonight, so
Yeah.
if you want to drop by, I mentioned it before, if you want to drop by and pick up some popcorn, you can always bring your device with you and play, not while you're driving. Have somebody drive you.
No,
Come pick up
that's
some-
outlawed everywhere but Beaumont.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you also can't take vitamins and ice cream. And you can also order by DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Skip the Dishes. Tim, I mentioned earlier that we are doing what we can do to survive this COVID disaster. We are now 3 months and 5 days closed. So this
Unreal.
theater has not played a movie for 3 months and 5 days, and it has not been easy. We've been very grateful to federal government in particular for the support that they provided. Has not really been enough. Unfortunately, as a small business, we have a very big footprint. And so unlike a restaurant or a shoe store, we have this massive building and lots of expenses. So we've really been looking to our guests to help us as we get through this, and they've been fantastic. We're doing a number of things. One of them is selling seats. So
That's right.
We're not actually really selling seats. We're selling plaques on a seat, but we call it a seat sale. And for $150, you get your name or your company logo or your favorite saying or a website or Tim's name on a plaque on one of our seats, and it will be there forever. Now, it's not guaranteed it'll be your seat forever, but because if somebody's sitting there, you can't really bump them out. But it's certainly a way to be recognized for your support of the theater, a way to put your mark on what hopefully is your favorite place to watch movies, and it really helps us out when we need it. And you can get information on this at buyaseat.ca. That's BUYASEAT.ca, or from our website at Film.Ca. And we really appreciate it. And as a bonus, if you act now, no, actually it's for everybody, you get a pass for two, or actually it's a night at the movies for two, including snacks and beverages at Film.Ca when we reopen. So it's a $150 package, not a bad deal actually.
Yeah.
And the plaques are actually quite nice, and we've been installing them. We're approaching 200 plaques sold so far.
That's great.
And it's that support has gone a long way. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Well, we're just we've talked about it before, but we're finalizing our little campaign, so we'll be sending in our money and getting 4 plaques.
Thank you so much.
Which is going to be great, and it's going to be fun for BOTG to figure out what we get to put on it. Maybe just some of the, I think we have the BOTG name and then 3 shows, and maybe the 3 shows that we've had commercials would be.
That'd
nice
be great. That's a great idea.
And
the year maybe.
Yeah.
That's a great, wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's move on to our second round of questions. The next 10, and we'll see if Zoe can stay in the lead.
Zoe holding on to the top spot,
but not by a lot.
No.
And Poppins is flying in. See what I did there?
Poppins.
She's flying in there with close, or he. I don't know Poppins. I shouldn't judge. They.
Yep.
With 776 points, and L. Stoyles is at 760 votes. This is a close 3-way race for the top spot. Did anybody get back to us on the Technicolor question?
Yeah, thank you, Tyler. Wizard of Oz was the first color movie on TV in 1956.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
First, was that the statement you made? Was the first Technicolor movie on TV?
I thought it was blanketed. So this is correcting me to TV, but I guess there was color in film before there was color on TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my question then, if Tyler could clarify it, was it the first Technicolor movie? Because I thought that's what you were saying.
That's what I thought I was. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Maybe we could let's keep Tyler busy.
That's true.
Just keep asking questions all night.
Well, Di and Ty are not in the ranks anymore, so come on, get to work.
Yeah. So was Wizard of Oz the first Technicolor movie? And if it wasn't, what was it?
What was?
I thought it was Ten Commandments, which was one of the other annual go-to movies.
That's right.
With Gone with the Wind and Wizard of Oz, it was Ten Commandments. Those were the 3 big movies that played every single
Sunday?
year on broadcast television. Not every Sunday, but they would play, and one of the networks would keep promoting it. And you got to be in front of your TV with your family on Sunday night to watch Gone with the Wind or the Ten Commandments. And I remember my dad rounding us up, the 2 of us, my brother and I, to go and watch Ten Commandments for the 3rd year in a row. Good movie, but it's,
there's others.
There's others, but it was pretty amazing to get those movies on television.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay, so next round of 10.
All right, here we go. Oh, something a little modern. In The Greatest Showman, what does P.T. Barnum give the bank as collateral?
I love this movie.
This was a good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
His jacket, his house, sunken ships, a family heirloom. And so this is another, Pasek and Paul is just eating up the industry right now.
Yeah.
And so it's really nice to see. And their music's catchy. Sunken ships. The Greatest Showman was very interesting. I felt like the style kind of got a little bit muddled in some places, but the music was
trying to send a message. Mm-hmm. About everybody belongs but it It was, ironically, it was on a platform of a rather scurrilous individual.
Yeah.
P.T. Barnum was not the fun, guy
No.
that
Wasn't Hugh Jackman.
he was not Hugh Jackman. And if you read some of there's a number of websites that compare the movie to real life. P.T. Barnum was quite the exploiter.
Oh no.
So it was not the sort of the joyful experience. And General, was it General Thumb? The little person?
Yeah.
I think it was General Thumb. P.T. Barnum actually brought him in as a 4-year-old. He stayed in the business forever, but he brought him as a 4-year-old and passed him off he did stuff like that. So in the movie, he's an adult, and he's recruited to be General Thumb in the movie. But in fact, he started out as a child.
Really?
Yeah. That's, P.T. Barnum. What a character.
Wow. Sounds like a certain administration in the United States.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's a circus too.
Yeah.
But great movie. And
Yeah.
the music is fantastic. Let's move on. Remember what I said about there's going to be a really long show? You don't get this kind of entertainment you don't get this at Cineplex.
No. No. You get notice about the trivia. I go to Cineplex and all of a sudden it happens. I can't load up the thing.
Yeah,
this is better.
This is much better.
In High School Musical, what night did Troy and Gabriella meet? Ooh. Is it New Year's Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or New Year's Eve? Start of something new.
I don't know this. I've never seen the movie, even though I have kids that grew up around this time that the movie came out. I never actually saw it.
So it was New Year's Eve. So I was working with an improv company in Vancouver, and I wanted to maybe do a teen improv theme show, because we did theme shows we did Survivor and 24, and so I was thinking the big thing is High School Musical. So I bought a DVD of it in hopes to kind of put this, but the DVD ended up on my shelf in amongst my DVD collection, and my wife, who was at that time was my girlfriend, really questioned why this was sitting on my shelf. I had at High School Musical.
I can understand that.
Yeah, she still hasn't forgiven me for that. But, okay, I put myself under the bus.
That's right.
You didn't have to be here.
Yep. Again, you can't get this kind of entertainment anywhere else.
Honesty.
Okay. Wow, most people got that. So there's a lot
true.
of High School Musical fans out there. Let's move on to the next question. Question 13, the luckiest question of all.
In Les Mis, what is this is great. Jean Valjean's prison number?
Oh, I know this.
24601 12345 90842 3347. Yeah. At first I thought the 90 was going to be 90210.
That's what I was thinking too.
That would have been a good one to.
But
I think it would have been great if it was 90210.
Yeah.
And you know what we
24601. That's my attempt at Jean Valjean.
we do have a presentation from Les Mis tonight.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
It's my single favorite musical.
Yeah, and I think Lynn, who it's coming up in the next break, is going to laugh because I added some effects, and this one is very patriotic.
Oh, cool.
Very
Okay.
patriotic.
Let's move on. Oh, Zoe's still holding on.
Meredith.
I love his type. Now, Di and Ty, is that Tyler?
That's Ty. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
Diane- that's Diane and Tyler.
okay. I didn't get it originally.
Yeah.
You got to explain these
Well,
inside
and they're
jokes.
playing together now. We can expand the bubble. That's so great.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Sing in the Rain. What is Don Lockwood's motto? Make 'em laugh. Dignity. Always dignity. What's the big idea? You were meant for me.
I thought it was pass me the towel.
The umbrella always breaks.
Yeah.
There's something nostalgic about the old musicals, old movie musicals.
Well, I grew up on these. My mom used to she was
Yeah.
so into this thing, and she would sit me down. And
So I always forget, but which performer danced with Jerry? Do you know who did the dance number with Jerry?
Tom and Jerry, I thought it was Danny Kaye.
Was Danny Kaye? I think
I'm pretty sure it's Danny Kaye.
That's always one of my favorite numbers.
Yeah.
Because similar to I made a comment saying the animation of the dancing snacks beside you, they had all this really cool sharp movement, but just the way Jerry was dancing in that with him. And
if it was Danny and Jerry set the stage for our video here.
There we go.
Thank you, Danny
there
and
it is.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it was weird to get a cease and desist from Tom and Jerry. An animated mouse was just
If it was the cat, I would have been really frightened.
Enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Bite me and give me distemper.
This one stumped people. 18% only got the right answer.
I'm curious. I want to know if I'm right about Danny Kaye.
Well, we'll
Could somebody
find out.
somebody let us know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to question 15. Finish this famous line from Gone with the Wind, 1939. After all, tomorrow
It's 24 hours away. Is a new day. Is my birthday. Is another day. So then I tried to say it all in a very
I noticed that. It was
performance
very good.
manner
Yeah,
to kind
I
of
liked
confuse
it.
people because, like,
I liked it.
yeah. And of course, the answer is another day. I think it would have been hilarious if that was like, tomorrow is 24 hours away. And
Yes.
she was just like,
What?
what? Yeah.
Captain Obvious here.
Yeah.
Okay, question 16.
How many different film versions are there of A Star is Born? And this one, I did not know, because I saw the question and I wanted to kind of check it, and I was wrong, but I'm surprised. I did not know there was that many versions of this movie.
This is a popular script.
Yeah, yeah. The 3, 5, 2, and 4. So, of course, you know, the most recent one being with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga winning the Oscar for the song Shallow.
Yep.
So the answer is 4. But
Yeah.
then there was also the Barbra Streisand, Chris Christopherson. Then there was like a Judy Garland one.
Judy Garland, yep, that
Yeah.
was a big one.
And then there was one before that.
Yeah, but I don't know who was in that.
Oh, but that was like in the 30s.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Wow.
This is a really retreaded. Well, I mean, it's a classic, classic story, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's why it continues to play.
Yeah. I really liked the most recent one with Lady Gaga and Bradley
You
Cooper.
know, I didn't.
No?
I really didn't. I
right.
really didn't enjoy it. Probably because
Agree
of
to disagree?
Well, I totally.
No. But hey, that's what the
respect
movies
that.
are about.
That's
They're
right.
about
Yeah.
opinion.
I'm not a big country music fan, and so the country music aspect of it just really didn't float my boat. No, but it did very well here.
Of course.
It played very well at the theater.
Yeah. We have two performers tonight, Rayanne, who you'll see a little bit later on, Justin, who performed in Dogfight. But they had to sing that in Little Mermaid. That was the song that kind of brought them
neat.
together with Shallow.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Good. Let's move on to the next question, Josh.
In Rent, who sang this solo? 525,600 minutes, which is close to the number of minutes of quarantine.
And roughly how long this show's going to be.
It's true. It's true. How do you measure Film.Ca trivia?
Yeah, that's right.
Is it Maureen, Joanne, Roger, or Mark? And we're talking in the movie version.
Movie version.
It's Joanne.
Right.
A little bit different in the.
Is it?
A little bit. Yeah.
I haven't seen the stage version. I've seen the movie version.
Stage version. I love the stage version. Yeah. I thought, out of there's a couple for me, musicals being turned into movies. Rent, that version of Rent, that was Chris Columbus too, who did the first two Harry Potters.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Really.
that was Chris
Yes.
Columbus. Chicago and then Hairspray are the ones that I felt like were, especially Chicago and Hairspray, were closest to the mark for me. The other ones try to do something a little bit different than what it is on stage. And
Even
you
Les
kinda
Mis?
lose. The
I
Les
felt-
Mis one was interesting. It was very stylized, but still, it's like the grandeur of that on stage.
It was very grand, but
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty close to the. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't depart too much except for the production value.
No.
I thought.
I thought it was interesting stylized to do. Well, first they were live singing, which
Right.
is it's not, you don't do that. They go pre-record
Right,
and then
right.
they'll lip sync on set. But they
Yes.
did live singing. But it was great that
Which was
every
very
single
bold.
yeah, very bold.
Yeah.
Every single one of them got that close-up song, except for Russell Crowe,
Right.
and we know why. You can't sing. I stay out of musicals, Russ. I direct them, but I don't go up and sing because I can't.
I guess
sing.
the only big difference is, in the movie version,
Yeah.
Jean Valjean opens a French fry franchise behind the embattlements, and
Yeah.
that is where the French fry came from.
That's true.
Did you know that?
No.
Okay.
That's
You can't get this kind of entertainment anywhere else but here, folks.
yeah.
Let's move on to the next question. That's what the revolution was all about.
It was about
It was about the
French
proper
fry.
cooking of potatoes.
Which musical movie does Film.Ca hold screenings for every year around Halloween? Ooh, I like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Sweeney Todd, Little Shop of Horrors, and Corpse Bride. I think you need to play all of them.
Yeah.
consistently every year.
Sadly, this tradition may come to an end.
Yeah.
Because, of course, the answer is Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
20th Century Fox, which owns Rocky Horror Picture Show, is now part of the Disney
Corporation.
empire. And as much as I am a Disney fan and a shareholder and a big Disney nerd,
Yeah.
I'm really annoyed at their policy around the vault. This was something that Walt established.
Yeah.
In a different era, and the company still cleaves to it, where they don't circulate theatrically their older titles, and so they've actually decided that they're not going to circulate. There was a lot of pressure last year,
Yeah.
amongst repertory theaters and others that and us that play this movie regularly every year, and Disney buckled, but they've made it clear this is not going to be an ongoing thing.
I think, you know what, and I would recommend putting some pressure on them again and just and just appealing to their good nature. Because one of the things that was very surprising to read is we're now, as in live theater, looking at ways to kind of present live theatrical shows, depending on what the new normal is, and part of it is streaming.
Yes.
So MTI, who's a big distributor of rights for musical theater productions, sent out a list of what's going to be available for streaming, and like pretty much the whole Disney catalog is there for theater companies to do, and even producers of the actual productions are taking cuts to allow this to happen. So, I wouldn't be surprised if you take a look into saying, like, look, come on, we're all going to try to rebuild, recover. Like, Rocky Horror is one of those staples that so many actors in front of the screen, so half live, half film. It's like there's so much opportunity. So I think keep shouting at them. Don't.
Well,
stop.
if you're watching
ladder.
former CEO Robert Iger, who is kind of sort of still in the...
He RSVP'd. He said he would be on tonight.
Yeah, well, he's still sort of in the driver's seat, even though he retired pre-COVID. But, if you're listening, there are a lot of folks that want to watch these Fox archival titles. For that matter,
Rocky Horror.
Disney archival titles. But, some of these... Because this is going to affect Sound of Music.
Yeah.
It's going to affect Rocky Horror Picture. There's a whole range of them.
There's so many sing-alongs.
There really is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to our next question, please. Josh, please. There we go.
Who directed Moulin Rouge? We have Spike Jonze, Adam Shankman, Tom Hopper, and Baz Luhrmann. I should say Tom Hooper. Sorry.
What'd you say?
Hopper. And you know why? Because I was having a conversation a little bit earlier about Stranger Things season 4.
Oh,
so I got
yes,
a little
of course.
excited about it. So.
I was thinking of Boss Hopper
Hopper.
From Bug's Life.
Yeah.
See, I've got Disney on the brain.
And it's Baz Luhrmann, which now is a Broadway musical. It's on Broadway. And it just opened up Moulin Rouge. Yeah.
I thought it started in Broadway.
No, like it was a movie, and then it finally was turned into
I
like
thought
a
it was the
stage
other way
musical.
around.
No,
I didn't
no, it
realize
never was
that.
a stage
Interesting,
musical.
interesting, okay.
And I am so glad it wasn't Adam Shankman. Adam Shankman butchered Rock of Ages.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think we have that as a question because
Well, hopefully not. Or you just
no,
gave it
I would have
away.
remembered.
Okay. Well, I think several folks are familiar with this.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our next question. The last question of this set.
In School of Rock, what was the name of the band Dewey was in at the beginning of the movie? The Toddlers, Tenacious D, No Vacancy, Hot Tamales.
There's some great band names there.
I think all names that Jack Black would have been in a band of.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so. Great film. Okay musical. It was converted into
I didn't see the musical. The film was a lot of fun.
Film was great.
It was a lot of fun.
Of course, there was No Vacancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would Tenacious D.
Well, Tenacious D is his band
Yeah,
with
that's
his
what I'm
brother.
saying. Yeah.
So that was a I like that. It was a good kind of misdirection.
Well, before we set up the next song we're going to hear from our friends at BOTG, let's have a look at the leaderboard first of all. Man,
Zoe!
This is so tight.
Zoe.
Going
back.
I don't understand why Ty and Di have dropped down.
Well.
Anyway. But second place seems to be...
Second and third are bouncing.
They're all over
yeah.
Exactly.
And not far, like Meredith is 5 points off of Zoe.
Yeah.
You know what? I definitely think it was, there was a few real stingers in there in round 2.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's great to see these tight races. A lot of players. But I like seeing the tight races too, because it's
Me too. I don't think we've seen this tight of a race
No,
in
no.
top 3 before.
they've usually sort of
Yeah,
gone
there's that
off
one
and-
that's
yeah.
landslide.
So before we introduce our next performer, I just wanted to remind folks that we are open, right now it is 7:51,
Perfect.
Film.Ca time.
Yeah.
And we are open till 9 o'clock, Film.Ca time, for snacks and beverages. Did you know that you can pick up I can't remember what they're called, our freezies. I don't remember.
Freezies.
3 months and 6 days, guys. I am losing track of what our products are called. Our slushies, which aren't called slushies. We have a different name for them, and I've forgotten what it is. What do we call our slushies, David? What's the name on the machine?
Frosties, Icy Freeze.
What's the name of the slushies? Mr.
Mr.
Freeze. Thank you,
Freeze.
David. Mr. Freezes. You can even pick those up at the snack bar. Everything we sell is available. Want a pretzel? Come get a pretzel.
Yeah.
Want churros? Come get churros.
Churros?
Want filet mignon? Go to Oliver's.
Patio's open.
Patio's open. Okay, so what do we
Yeah,
watch
so
next?
we have two presentations. So the first one is one of our younger members of BOTG, Greer Shepherd, and she's going to be presenting a song from Wicked.
Oh, cool.
Popular.
You haven't done Wicked yet, have you?
We have no Wicked's still on Broadway.
Oh,
The
yes,
rights
of
are-
course. Yeah.
So
Okay, let's
Yeah.
see this Wicked performance of Wicked.
Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I? My tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys, little ways to flirt and flounce. Ooh, I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts, you'll be good at sports. The slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you've got an awfully long way to go.
Great.
nice job,
Nice
Greer.
job.
Yeah, Greer's been with us a long time. Like what's so great about
She's actually, I understand she's 44.
She is. She's not aged a bit. Yeah, she stays out of the sun.
Well, I performed with her 3 times.
That's
now.
right. Yeah, she was a part of Oliver.
She's part of Oliver.
Then she was
yeah.
a part of Shrek.
Yes.
And then she's part of, believe she's a part of the kid cast of Mamma Mia.
And notwithstanding
Yeah.
having to endure my singing,
Yes.
she keeps coming back.
She does.
Yeah, she's
She
quite the
does.
trooper.
She keeps asking for more money, but we pay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I haven't seen Jude since, so I'm wondering if maybe that put him off.
Yeah. No, we got Jude back
Oh, did
one
you?
show. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Again, ask for more money. we call it the, yeah.
You could probably
we call it the Jeff Claus. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That's excellent. That's excellent. What else we have?
So we were talking about Les Mis.
Yeah.
Lynn Scott, who has done 2 musicals with us. She was in Oliver and Shrek the Musical, and of course a bunch of pantos with us, is doing a presentation of I Dreamed a Dream.
Oh, nice. Great song.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, Josh.
I dreamed a dream in days gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made in
where the tigers come at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dream to shame.
Yeah, and you know what? It's like, so Lynn has a outstanding voice, and one of the biggest surprises to Lynn was she's like, "Hey, will you come and see my band?" And we're like, "Yeah, for sure." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm in a ska band."
Oh my
She's in a
gosh.
ska band.
Holy
And
smokes.
she rocks. So yeah, so thank you
pretty
so
cool.
much, Lynn. And what a wonderful song! It's a song that she used to sing a lot, and she said she hadn't sang in a while. Would love to do it for us tonight. So
I love that song.
Yeah.
Well, I love all the music from Les Mis. It's
Yeah.
such an inspiring show.
it is.
It's inspiring and it's thrilling and the staging is amazing.
A bunch of different casts came together, and they actually did like a Zoom, or
Oh,
like the video, each
okay.
one of them, and they pieced it together for the big final number.
Right.
And it's incredible.
Well, there's the anniversary performance too at St. Albert's Hall in the UK. I don't know if you've seen that one where
No.
they bring together all the casts from around the world, and it was really great, especially the finale performance where all the Jean Valjeans from different countries singing it in different languages. It was
Yeah.
really cool hearing the same song being sung in Japanese, and
Yeah.
and it was well, it's breathtaking.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we are ready to go on to our next set of questions.
dive back in.
Yes, let's dive right back in.
Next 10.
There's our current player rankings.
Zoe, hold on to it.
Well done.
5 points. Meredith is right there.
Wow. And they have the same number of questions too.
It's true. Ooh, so which musical group is Dreamgirls inspired by? Destiny's Child, Diana Ross and the Supremes, the Shirelles, Salt and Pepper. Another great musical. Of course, the answer is Diana Ross and the Supremes. Like, it's definitely throwing a little wrench there. Destiny's Child, because Beyonce was in the movie version of Dreamgirls. But that was Jennifer Hudson's breakout role, and she didn't make it far through American Idol. Like, she got sent home pretty early.
That's shocking.
And Simon Cowell and like a bunch of them were like, "Nope, you don't have it." And then she got Dreamgirls and won an Oscar.
Wow.
And then she's a powerhouse.
Oh,
but-
she's amazing.
yeah. So definitely turn people's opinion around. So
Let's
next.
move on.
Finish this lyric. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm Little Shop of Horrors, 1986. Yeah, another production that we have done at Burloak Theater, and we have a beautiful presentation to end the evening with for
Oh, nice.
yeah, from Vince Perry, who played Seymour, and then Chris Ning, who played our plant, who played the voice of Audrey.
Right.
And both incredible musical theater
And
performers, singers.
I have Audrey too in my office.
That's right.
Yeah,
We gave you a little Audrey
guy.
too.
Yeah, it was nice.
So the answer was Bad. And interesting, this is a song that's not in the musical. This was made specifically just for
The movie?
The movie,
Starring
starring Rick Moranis, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. He
Best
played the
cameo
dentist,
by
right?
Bill Murray.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve Martin. Yeah,
That was a fun movie.
it was a fun movie.
Yeah. But folks, why were people misdirected here?
I don't know. What did they think? Like, oh,
They thought
and
it was-
I'm hungry. That makes sense because that's what the plan is. Like, feed
right.
me, feed me. So
Feed
that's
me,
a-
Seymour.
Yeah.
Feed me, Seymour.
But this, hey, if you've seen the live production, amazing. But you have to watch the film. The film
Yeah.
is a cult classic, based off like a version of the movie. There was a movie version with Jack Nicholson before.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Martin has like set me off again. Like I've been scared of dentists ever since. Let's move on.
In Annie, 1982, which song does Annie not sing in? We Got Annie, It's a Hard Knock Life, Easy Street, I Think I'm Gonna Like It Here. I remember seeing this movie when I was really young, and I always got scared when when she was like climbing up the big scaffolding. The
Oh, yeah.
roosters chasing after her.
Yeah.
And then
You know, it was movie magic, right?
I still don't.
We got
to this
Annie.
day, I get scared of construction sites.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You dentist for you? No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
there you go.
Scaffolding.
Yeah, whole new. Yeah.
We got Annie.
We got Annie. What did Easy Street? Oh yeah. My sister-in-law. I have a younger sister-in-law. She was quite young when Michelle and I got married.
Yeah.
So is Michelle. Didn't sound right, but anyway, my sister-in-law loved this movie, and every time we went over to the house for dinner, to my in-laws' house, this movie would be playing somewhere in the house.
Right.
So I've got the lyrics like committed to memory.
Just
as a
ingrained.
result. Yeah, they're ingrained. Good musical though, and good music.
So
Okay.
looking at our score, Zoe is still holding on by
Wow.
20 points. Meredith, I think we have a Zoe Meredith.
I think
race.
so. Yeah.
This
It's
is.
going to be very stressful for those two.
It's true.
Because
It's true.
yeah, I'm sure that they've been training and practicing.
They
and
have been.
These people are going to make us
Yeah.
proud to be Canadian.
Surfing online for all those movie musicals.
That's right.
All right, we'll go over to the next question.
I think that they're getting ready for the Olympic trivia team
I think that's how the next Olympics is going to be.
That's right.
It will be a trivia race.
in Zoom.
Which Academy Award-winning auteur directed An American in Paris, 1951? Is it Roberto Rossellini, Vincente? You know what? I'm not going to
Minnelli.
butcher these names. There we go. Minnelli, Federico Fellini. Oh my God, this is the most language I've had to use.
I know.
It's basically been like
Well, you know the other thing about these names.
monosyllabic words in isolation.
This is the cast of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Vincente
It was Vincente
Minnelli.
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 Yeah.
And many knew this.
Nice.
Many
40%.
knew this.
And this was converted into a musical, like a stage musical.
Yep.
Just was presented by Mirvish last season.
Next question, please, Josh.
Which two songs were added for the film Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, 1953, starring Marilyn Monroe? Two Little Girls from Little Rock and Bye Bye Baby, and Anyone Here for Love, When Love Goes Wrong, and Anyone Here for Love, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and When Love Goes Wrong. It's tricky. I like that there's a lot of good trivia about old movie musicals. When Love Goes Wrong and Anyone Here for Love.
Oh, interesting.
99%. This one threw people. Where's most of them went for Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. See, I thought that too when I saw the question. All right. Meredith! Jumps up
Upset.
by like 100 points.
Meredith is a expert on
Meredith
old
knew.
movie musicals.
Meredith knew Gentlemen Preferred Blondes.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
Zoe, you're not out.
You're not
See
out.
what happened.
There's
You see what happened.
Still this 100-point. Actually, the top three are all within shooting range.
It's
And I
true.
think actually a few of the, they scrolled off the screen, but I think there's a few people that are getting some decent points. Okay, Josh, let's move on to question 26.
Finish the lyric. Oh, what a night. That's the best, like, falsetto Frankie Valli I can do.
That was really good.
No, that's all I got. We're gonna lose viewers. Back when I was young, late December back in '63, I got a funny feeling. Thought I didn't even know her name. Yes, of course. Late December back in '63. Loved the stage version of this. Not a fan of the movie. And there was a very awkward moment at the end of the movie where Clint Eastwood had them all just stare up and look at something.
Really?
And it was just how they ended the movie, and I was like, what is happening?
I wish I could remember the gentleman's name, but I believe he played Frankie Valli, right?
Yeah.
I believe he played Frankie Valli. He's from Oakville. He played in the Mirvish production of Jersey Boys. I'm pretty sure he played Frankie Valli. He may have played one of the other characters. I don't know. See, I don't know a lot.
The Toronto Frankie was Jeff Madden. That's who played Frankie Valli in
And that
Toronto.
may be anyway, the story that I want to tell you, that I have absolutely no facts to back up. But anyway, he came to this theater and performed a selection of songs from Jersey Boys when we played the movie. And he performed in the lobby. It was really fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I wish I remember the performer's name because he went on to become a teacher at the Sheridan Musical Theatre program.
Okay.
And, well, a smaller role, he was a musical coach for my actor son as well. So
Really?
yeah, he does coaching as well. He lives here in Oakville, and man, is he talented. Wow,
Okay.
he just knocked out of the park, and we had a great crowd here for it. It was a lot of fun
Amazing.
when we presented the movie. I think he came a couple times, actually.
I want to know. I want to know if that is Jeff. I'm not sure.
It could be. It could be. Does anybody?
He was incredible as Frankie.
Yeah, if somebody could
Look it up.
look it up for us. Who performed in Film.Ca cinemas that was also in the Toronto production of Jersey Boys, which played
because there
forever.
was a tour that came through, but that was
No, it wasn't a tour. It was the local
Toronto
show.
version.
It was the Toronto
so then
show.
it might have been Jeff Madden.
I think that's actually that sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah.
It sounds awfully familiar. Perhaps somebody could look it up. If Tori's watching, she'd remember because I think she's the one that arranged it. So somebody let us know. Somebody let us know what's actually happening at Film.Ca because I clearly have no clue. Let's move on to the next question.
Who was Sweeney Todd's first victim in Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street? Is it Judge Turpin, Tobias Ragg, Beetle Bamford, or Pirelli? Oh, an order.
An order
How's
just
that
came
sound?
in. Ooh, the music of an order. Money, 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 money. No, I'm just kidding.
Snacks, snacks, snacks.
Snacks, snacks, snacks. Did I say we're open to 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
We're open to 9 o'clock.
Of course, it was Pirelli, played by Sacha Baron Cohen, which was pretty incredible.
I didn't see the movie.
He was okay. I shared the story last time I was hosting that this was a movie that I went to see in the theaters. I think it started like on the opening, and 50% of the theater left because they didn't realize it was a musical, and, they thought they were coming to see another like
horror film.
Well, like a Burton film, right?
Yeah.
It's like Tim Burton, and then once it was like I Need You, Joanna, it was like everyone's like, see ya.
Yeah, we had the same incidents here. And it's like, what are the people doing singing in this movie? Look at that. Look at the spread.
This is 23%.
This is one of these guess questions, right? They can't get to Google fast enough. So
no.
Okay, let's move on.
Because this one, like you think it is, but then, tightening it. Only 30 points separates.
Wow.
So good job, Zoe.
Well done.
Lindsay holding on to that third spot. All right, let's keep this going. I want to know how this race.
exciting.
Like,
Absolutely.
can't give them time to look things up.
She must really want that Grease album.
Yeah. In Across the Universe, how many compositions does it contain that were originally written by members of the Beatles? Like, really stylized movie. I thought there was some really interesting effects and interesting take on how do you. It's like it's not really a jukebox musical, but it is. Like it's like you're taking the music from a well-known artist and creating a story around it. 34.
Wow.
All right, question 20. 25%. How many did they think?
I can't read that.
No.
Josh, what's that fourth one say? How many people?
19. 19. It was 34 songs.
Wow.
All right.
Big catalog.
It was, well, yeah, and it was a full movie of all Beatles music, right?
Who owns the Beatles collection? I know Michael Jackson owned it for a while.
It went back.
Did it?
Because it was Michael Jackson that had it, and then it went back to McCartney. And
okay, I wasn't sure. I'm glad it went back to McCartney.
All right, what are we at? 29.
Maybe we should have gone to the fifth Beatle.
The name of the night spot in Berlin where Liza Minnelli entertains in Cabaret. Ooh, this was like our opening number. This is what Paul did. And he was the MC of this particular.
Did he have
night
a
spot.
sign up?
No, he didn't. No. We didn't give it away.
Because we'd have to disqualify the question if
That's
that were
true.
the case.
So it's the Velvet Room, Club Starlight, Kit Kat Club, or Nightingale Plaza. Of course, the answer is
the Kit Kat Club.
Kit Kat Club. Yeah, very another great musical, and Sam Mendes, who Oscar-winning director of American Beauty, and then of course the Bond films, did an alternate ending to. There it is.
This question was brought to you by Kit Kat Bar, which you can buy here at Film.Ca cinemas. We're open to 9 o'clock.
I want to hear a ring. I want to hear a DoorDash. I want somebody to get DoorDash just for one Kit Kat
bar.
One
Kit Kat, yes, please. Well, we could send you several of them. My favorite chocolate bar. Okay, let's move on.
Oh, it's still so close. It's like 20 points now.
Wow.
Still 30 points. In the musical Chicago, who played Matron Mama Morton? Renee Zellweger, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Lucy Liu, or Queen Latifah? Great song, When You're Good to Mama. Mama's Good to You.
Yeah, we had a second theater when this movie was out, and this movie, Chicago, played I think it must have played like 6 months in a
Really?
Burlington theater. Yeah, it was just one of those movies that just you couldn't.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
I loved
yeah.
it. Queen
Queen
Latifah,
Latifah.
of course. Yeah. I got to direct a high school production of this.
Did you really?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
wow.
fun. It was a lot of fun to direct.
Chicago in high school, eh?
Yeah, it was risky.
Yeah.
Yeah, junior high too. Yeah, yeah,
There must have been some editing.
yeah. Well, the parents all requested overalls. Kids all wearing painter suits.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
And that was actually our first like practice of social distancing. It's like, and all that jazz and 6 feet apart, please. Please do not have my kid next to that.
My 12-year-old.
No.
Yeah.
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 Come on.
Yeah. I can understand that. Is that why you're not teaching anymore?
That's why I actually moved cities.
You got run out of
Moved
town.
provinces. I was like, okay, I'll go.
You city slickers
I'll go.
bringing Chicago
I'll go.
to our small town middle
Okay, I'll
schools.
just take these flowers. No, not mine. Sorry. Okay, I'll go.
Okay, let's move on to our next question.
I think it's our last one of round 3, and then we're down to the last 15 questions. So we'll see who's going to have the Meredith and Zoe race.
The anticipation is palpable. There we
Here
go.
we go.
Here we go.
What's oh, we're in the next round. Oh, sorry. So what's
Oh, we
what
should
1968 musical? We'll do this one and then we'll stop.
And I think that's why Josh was giving me the
That's
high
right.
sign.
See what happens when you don't listen to your producer?
That's
With
right.
Food, glorious food. I think we talked a lot about this one.
It's from Les Miserables, of course.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that was Fries, glorious fries.
Fries, glorious fries.
Of course,
Bring it with ketchup and mustard.
Yeah. Of course, the answer being
Oliver.
Oliver, which was our that's nostalgic for us. That was our first connection. That's where
It
we
was,
first,
absolutely, yes.
kind of joined.
Was it our first, or what? I think the first connection was actually...
Was the Panto?
No, it was Little Shop of Horrors.
No. But the Oliver happened before Little Shop, and that's where
Oh,
we
it
did the
did?
commercial.
Okay,
So that was
okay.
our first
Oh, okay.
partnership. Yeah.
Well, now I'm all like emotional.
I know.
I know.
87%. So yeah. So we have.
Let me just check with the producer for a second. Did we skip question 30? Oh,
No.
so we just skipped the break.
We just
Okay.
did.
I should listen to you. There.
It's
Josh
He's
thinks-
he's practicing the
Josh
social
is-
distancing and the protective.
But Josh is
requirements.
very professional.
I know.
You know-
But I can't see them because he's wearing a mask. I can't see the cues that he's.
That's right.
But
if it was
good for
Bryn,
you
if
wearing
Bryn
a
were
mask.
producing, she probably would have
Oh,
thrown
she
something
would've
at
been-
me.
She would have just
Yeah.
flipped the table.
Yeah, she would have just like I'm out of here.
Well, I guess we could do. Okay, so we could do a break. So we have
Let's do a
another
break.
we have another presentation.
What do we have, Tim?
So Rayanne, who we met in Shrek, and then was our Little Mermaid in the production that we did for the pantomime Little Mermaid, is actually going to do a number from The Greatest Showman, Million Dreams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's listen.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We will live in a world of my design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
Woo! Nice job.
Yeah,
So
I'm
when
still listening to it.
I know. We're on a delay. And,
Yeah,
So-
I wanted to hear it, and
No.
I'll listen to it in replay.
yeah. So one of the fun things about doing a pantomime with Burl Oak Theatre Group is we'll take these songs and rewrite the lyrics, forever changing the song for that person. So that was one of the songs, that was Ariel's song in Little Mermaid the Panto, and asking Rayanne to sing the original lyrics proved to be a little difficult.
Wow.
So she was like, I can't stop singing the Panto version of this song. So yeah, we have a knack for doing that.
We should probably have a look at our social media here.
This has been good comments. So somebody did answer the Technicolor question, and it was in 1922, and it was something Atoll. What is it?
Atoll K? No, Atoll K was Laurel and Hardy, I think.
Yeah, but it was the first Technicolor film was in 1922.
Yeah,
and
I knew it was before.
I read it, but now it's lost in
Oh,
the
here we
feed.
go. An often repeated but incorrect bit of trivia is the 1939 Wizard of Oz was the first full-color movie. Oh, this is full color, not Technicolor.
Yeah.
This misconception probably comes from the fact the film makes great symbolic use of brilliant color film after the first scene is depicted in black and white. However, color movies were being created more than 35 years before The Wizard of Oz. Thank you. I think Jenna pulled that up for us, I think.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
It was really nice. So Frankie, like the family said, dear Film.ca, we love you guys at Film.ca. Love Ray and the Ellis family. So
Well, that's
there's
nice.
some good
Thank you.
shout outs. And
We love you too.
And so many feeds tonight, or messages tonight in the feed have been about, we hope you reopen soon, we hope you reopen
That's
soon.
great, and we do too. And we really, we love our guests, and we really appreciate that feedback. Megan Casey says, I did musical theater at 14. My group did all that jazz. We did a good job.
All that distance jazz.
All that distance jazz.
Well,
in,
14.
in overalls.
Yeah, exactly.
In overalls.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh, Martha. I can't-
Toll, there it is. The Toll of the Sea.
The
Thank
Toll
you,
of the
Jenna.
Sea, really?
Toll of the Sea was the first.
I have never heard of that.
No, 1922.
Interesting.
Toll of the Sea. I guess, you know, we.
Technicolor would be Joseph. Very good. I see what you did there.
That was the dream coat.
Oh, and Tyler has also come up with it. So, but Jenna got it to it first.
It's true.
Mansell says, hi, Jeff. Hey, Mansell. Good job on all the work at the theater getting us ready to reopen.
Yeah.
Mansell's one of our good buddies and former staff member who's come back to help us while we get fixed up. It's always great to see some of our alumni come back home.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should move on to our next round of questions.
That's right. Yeah.
And this time we'll stop. We
could probably just go right through to 45.
Do we not have any more performances?
We do one more, but after the trivia is done.
After trivia, okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on to 45. And actually, we're not doing too bad on time.
No.
You know what? Let's go to 40 because I'm going to use that time to.
Yeah, we'll have a break. We'll break at 40.
We'll break at 40.
And this time, we'll listen to you.
We'll listen to you.
How about that?
Yes.
making a call.
Yes. Channel your inner Bryn.
Who plays gambler Nathan Detroit in Guys and Dolls 1955? Was it Elvis Presley, Marlon Brando, Frank Sinatra, or Gene Simmons? I thought it was Richard Simmons.
Wouldn't that be great?
Can you imagine that? Like, okay, like be a lady.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. You're not gonna roll dice. Lift those knees.
Sweat, sweat, sweat.
Sweat.
Frank Sinatra.
We're rolling dice to the oldies.
I love that. We got to write this.
I think we
got to write this. Richard Simmons does
Guys and Dolls.
But
it was of course Frank Sinatra.
It was Frank.
I'll be a lady tonight.
Very good.
That's all I can get
You're
basic.
like this multi-talented performer.
I will, but I will not do Les Mis.
Again, you
Russell
do
Crowe.
not get this entertainment anywhere else.
No.
You certainly don't get it at Cineplex.
Free.
Yes.
Free.
The word free and Cineplex do not go together.
No.
Anyway, let's move on to 33.
What musical movie made in 1971 features the song If I Were a Rich Man? Is it Fiddler on the Roof, Sound of Music, The Music Man, or Gigi?
Gigi.
Gigi. Gigi. It's not Gigi, Gigi. Yeah. Great musical as well.
Which one, Gigi?
No.
Well,
Gigi's okay. Those are all great musicals.
all really good musicals.
Of course, it's Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, that was a good one.
So
Everyone knew that.
I actually a bit of trivia.
Yeah.
So I was involved in a little theater group in Windsor.
Okay.
It was a light opera group called the
Yep.
Windsor Light Opera, and they did Music Man. and I was a stagehand when I was a teenager.
Really?
And yeah, I got called into service one night to actually be one of the kids in the band because
Really?
somebody didn't show up. And so the sound journeyman or assistant or whatever, I got moved up. I got bumped up. My pay got quadrupled.
You're in.
You're in. You're and it was like my first stage performance, other than my brilliant performance as a tube of Crest in my grade 5 play, Healthy Bodies, Healthy Children.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And did little Jeff at that point know that one day the dream role of playing a hot dog would come true?
You know what? It was all a precursor. So first, and you know what? My Crest costume was very similar to that hot dog costume.
You know what? You know the first time I played, because I always played the villains in the pantomime, and I was Queen Frost for Snow White, and there was times where my family would get together, and so we'd be over at my aunt and uncle's house, and my older cousins would like to take me in to get dressed up and put makeup and send me down as little old ladies for everybody to laugh. And I was able to finally send a picture of me as Queen Frost to my mom and just said, "You did this." It all comes full circle.
Well,
but I love playing the baddies, and it's always fun. So much fun.
Mr. Pitchinen, who cast me as the Crest Tube, I think has set my course for life.
Of course.
That's right.
To be tubular characters.
Yeah. Pichinato, sorry, not Pitchinen. Mr. Pichinato was my grade 5 homeroom teacher. Let's move on to our next question.
What 1942 flick tells the story of Broadway star George M. Cohan, 42nd Street, Yankee Doodle Dandy, Holiday Inn, For Me and My Gal? Some good ones. 42nd Street. I miss New York, and it's sad to see the pictures of New York and Times Square and like all the streets that adorn, or the theaters adorn, and it's just like there's nobody there.
Of course, the answer is Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Very iconic role, very iconic show. But I understand they're looking at some point in the fall. Is the last I heard for reopening Broadway.
The push is to September, but I'm part of a group called the Theater Maker Studio, and it's run by producer Ken Davenport, and he produced like Groundhog Day the musical, Once on This Island revival. He's a big producer in New York, and now his hashtag has changed to Longer is Stronger, and it just means if we have to stay apart longer to save lives, like we're going to come back stronger, and it's and there's been so many like not horrific, but just horrible pictures of like what theaters would look like. Like just imagine like you take out 60% of the seats and that's all that could come in, but then you're a live performer in front of like this gaping audience.
And the cost of staging a Broadway show is astronomical. I mean, when we reopen, I can give you a bit of a look at what it's going to be like. I mean, we are watching our American friends, and even there's some theaters in Western Canada that have reopened, and so we have a bit of a sense of what this is going to look like. So it's going to be probably, to start 25% capacity. Probably with a cap of 50 people per theater. We'll be socially distancing. There'll be probably to begin with a 3-seat gap between parties. And every other row. So it's going to be tough financially to support that, but it's obviously important to do. We tried to do this actually when the COVID first started becoming a concern. When it wasn't clear that we had to close, we made the decision to close before the government told us to close. But we tried to stay open, and we tried to stay open by using some clever methods to do that. We started the super sanitizing and everything, so we've already got experience at it. And we tried the social distancing in the theaters, but obviously it just wasn't going to work. And we weren't even comfortable being here. We had no idea what it was going to look like. But we're going to be introducing reserved seats.
Great.
So very similar to the live theater show. When you go online, you'll be able to pick your seat, and you can actually pick your own seat.
You can pick your plaque.
Your own seat, so you'll pick a seat, and there will be a forced gap between you and the next party. If you're randomly assigned a ticket, if you just say, I don't care, then you will be gapped. All your party, you're likely to be gapped 3, but you can just move together when the movie starts. But we think it's a great way to enforce physical distancing.
It's great.
And to make sure that people are as safe as possible. We have a number of things that we're working on in terms of sanitization techniques. Every seat will be sanitized between shows. We're really going to make sure that when we are reopening, we are as safe as humanly possible. We do not want any of our guests to get sick, and we want them to be able to be here and have confidence that they can watch the movie and not worry about, after they've watched the movie, am I going to actually get sick? We want people to walk away with good confidence that they've had a safe and entertaining experience at Film.Ca.
That's incredible.
So we're working on it, and it'll be here as soon as the province. Yeah, please come back. Please,
wear a mask.
Yes. Yeah, and we've done a survey.
Don't touch your face.
Yeah, don't wash your hands. Don't touch your face. All that sort of thing. We've done a survey, and if you're interested you can find it on our Facebook page and all our social media. Maybe Jenna can throw it up in the comments, where we're asking people about their comfort level about coming back. So we're not just imposing; we're actually asking people what works for them. And surprisingly, most people are saying they would not come back if they were forced to wear a face mask.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are carefully analyzing.
Hard to eat the popcorn.
It's hard to eat the popcorn. That's true. So hopefully, some of the other methods, which include the physical distancing, the reserved seating, the over-the-top sanitization of the facility, and those things, will be able to accommodate people. We're also toying with the temperature checks coming in, but people aren't real keen on that either.
No.
And science isn't.
There's been mixed reviews on it.
Yeah, and science isn't 100% there yet. So anyway, we've got a few weeks of work left.
That's great.
And we hope to be open sooner than later. Anyway, that's my sob story.
No, it's so good.
And thank you for all the comments about this. Let's move on to our next question before I start crying.
My Fair Lady, 1964, is an adaptation of which famous play? The Urchin, Pygmalion, Bittersweet, Arabesque. I mean, we have VOTG people playing. I was just going to say something that might give it away, but you know what? I got 5 seconds to do that. Anyway, of course, the answer being Pygmalion, which we presented last season.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I need to pay closer attention to what you're doing.
Well, you gotta. Yes, it's weird. It was such an amazing production, and
and it's a fairly new production too. 1964. That was fairly recent.
Well, the My Fair Lady, the musical version of it it's still modern.
It is. 1964 is very modern.
For some people.
No, it's a very modern year. It's a good year. It's a great year.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Barbra Streisand. In Rock of Ages, what is the name of Stacy Jack's sidekick monkey? Ugh. The movie version of this was so painful. I have to say. But the answers that you have to choose from: Uggy, Harry, Axel, Heyman. Yeah, this was the Adam Shankman.
Yes.
Butchery.
It was not successful in the theaters, I must say.
So, Heyman. Well, okay. So first off, it's casting. Like we talked about Jack Black. Mm-hmm. Lonnie is like he sort of like talks to the audience. He's like your MC for the night that we saw in Cabaret, and they got Russell Brand to do it, who's funny. But then you like, why wouldn't Russell Brand be Stacey Jacks? Said Tom Cruise, who was okay, had to kind of push the singing, but then Alec Baldwin playing, Dupree. It's just like it was tough casting.
It was very odd casting.
But they tried to take themselves too seriously,
Yeah.
and that's not when you go see the theatrical production of Rock of Ages, which is a show that I really want us to do at some point. It doesn't take itself seriously, and that's what makes it so enjoyable.
Part of this is the Hollywood theory behind making movies,
Right.
that you make money when you put big names in them. It doesn't matter if they can actually perform or if they're appropriate for the role. Put a big name in, and we're going to make money. And it never works.
No,
it just doesn't work when it comes to these kind of shows. So, bad Hollywood.
All right. So, question 37. We're moving on to only 8 more questions to go after this. What musical movie is set among the students at New York's High School for the Performing Arts? Is it Heathers, High School Musical, Fame, Dear Evan Hansen?
Now, interestingly enough, this movie, which I won't name the name of, inspired the school one of my children went to, the Etobicoke School of the Arts.
Really?
Yeah, and the I guess the parents saw this movie and they really wanted something like that here, and so they lobbied the Toronto School Board to have the Fame School in
Fantastic.
Topical School Board, and so they took the old River Oaks Royal York Collegiate,
Okay.
which was the high school. They were going to close it. It was small, it was getting outdated, and they converted it to this performing arts school.
That's great.
And they have lots of streams. It's a terrific school.
Yeah.
My son David went there for drama, and was actually a performer. I can't believe my memory tonight. The star of The Matrix.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves went there.
Right.
And got kicked out of there.
Wow.
There's a story there,
Rebel.
folks. A rebel. Yeah. So it's quite the interesting
Well,
school. So it was inspired by Fame.
I'm glad, because if you were telling the story and was inspired by Heathers, we would have to have a serious talk, because that was a disturbing movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Very
so,
sure.
yeah.
Very true. Let's move on.
All right.
Ooh, Meredith still in top place.
She's making a gap, which is good.
Wow,
But
that's-
Zoe, you got this. You got 8 more questions to do this.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Here we go. Cats 2019 was based on the work of which famous poet?
I'm surprised that these poets want to be known.
It's
for
true.
this movie.
Yeah, for the movie version.
Yeah.
T.S. Eliot, Robert Frost, Edgar Allan Poe, Carol Ann Duffy. We apologize. This is an error. It's actually Dr. Seuss. Yeah. Yeah. It was the Cat and Taps.
Yeah, that's
That was
right.
it,
Yeah,
the Cat
yeah,
and
yeah,
Taps. And it was a horrible joke. I was going to make fun of that.
Yeah.
Me for that one
It's,
later
and
on.
she should.
Yeah.
Of course, it was
Cat
T.S.
in the
Eliot.
Taps. I think Cat in the Taps is a good joke.
Yeah.
For
Cat in the
Hat.
Taps.
Yeah.
Most people got this.
Nice
T.S.
word,
Eliot's
T.S.
in his book of Practical Cats.
Yes.
Was the inspiration of this. I remember reading this to my children. They all thought it was absolutely insane. But I like the.
And then you showed them the most recent movie and they forgave you. They're like, it's okay.
No.
This is horrible.
No, I wouldn't impose that on any
No.
of them. We didn't actually. Interesting story. I know we're dragging out this show, but
Yeah.
we refused to play the movie here at the theater. I got in so much trouble.
Can I do this? Can I do
Yeah,
this?
yeah. We got in so much trouble from Universal. They were like really angry at us because we wouldn't play the movie.
Oh my
We
God.
saw the clips and we saw the reviews and we just said, yeah, we can't do that.
No.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
For good reason.
Yeah. Dog adoptions went up thanks to that movie.
Poor cats. I like cats, but not that movie.
Horrible.
I like the play. I saw the play.
Play's
I
good.
actually saw this play when it came out, when it was in Canada. It was one of the first major musicals that came to Toronto.
Yeah.
It was playing at the Elgin Theatre,
Okay.
which used
Beautiful
to be a movie
theater.
theater.
Yeah.
And it was playing on the main floor, which is the Elgin, of course, the Winter
Winter
Gardens
Gardens
upstairs.
upstairs, yeah.
And it was one of the first performances in that theater after it was Famous Players had stopped operating as a movie theater.
Yeah.
It belonged to the province. They converted it back into a performance theater, and this is one of the first plays that was there. I was living in Windsor. We took the train down to watch it, and it was spectacular.
Cats was my first musical. I went to visit family in England, and when it was like 11, they took me to see it on the West End. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It was not my first musical. My first musical was actually Tony Randall starring in The Music Man.
Really?
At the what was called, I don't know what it's called now, the Hummingbird Center or whatever. What's it called now? It used to be the O'Keefe Center. It was the O'Keefe Center back then.
Where?
The one on Front Street, the big theater on Front Street.
Oh,
beside
the
Union Station.
Sony.
Sony. Is it
yeah.
Sony now?
Yeah.
It was Hummingbird, and before that was O'Keefe, and I think it's had a couple other names,
Yeah.
depending on who could write the biggest check.
Wait, and it's now Sony.
Tony Randall.
Tony
Randall. Playing as the Music Man, and that was back in the late 70s as well. That was a lot of fun.
That's incredible.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I admit it. I'm a musical fan. Yes. Okay, let's move on to our next question, which is question number 39.
In
Heathers.
Heathers. There we go. What is the last thing that Heather Chandler says before she dies? Ouch. Uh-oh. Corn nuts. Fiddlesticks. Ouch. Uh-oh. You know what? In order, ouch, uh-oh, corn nuts, fiddlesticks is usually what I say when I'm watching Trump speak. Yeah.
That's actually exactly what I said when I watched the trailer for Cats.
It was corn nuts.
I like ouch.
Yeah. And Heathers, so Heathers Heathers wasn't really a musical movie, but it was converted into a musical. So
Yes.
Yes. Nice little tie-in, similar to Dogfight.
I think they should convert Star Wars into a musical.
That would be incredible. and awkward.
Who did the musical? He put words to the musical in Saturday Night Live for Star. Was that Bill Murray?
Bill Murray.
Yeah, that was
where
great.
He was doing the lounge. So Star Wars.
Yeah, that's right, the
them
lounge singer, yeah.
cookies, Star Wars.
I love that. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
We had a change of fortune.
Zoe's back on. Like Zoe's just kind of that sleeper. She's just like in a.
Yeah.
You know, the one that asks you to play pool and like, I'm not that good, and lets you win for a little bit, and
then owns your home.
Yeah.
Then owns it. I'll take your deed. Thank you very much.
So that we're at a break. Yeah, we're down to the last 5 questions.
We're down to the last 5 questions. So I've got just a little bit more business I want to do.
Yeah. 6 questions. We haven't even got there yet. We still have 1 more to go.
Oh, do we?
Oh, that was 39. So we have 40. We got to do 40.
Oh, brother.
Either we're 1 ahead or 1 behind.
We're having serious.
You know what? It was a
counting
beautiful.
malfunctions.
It was a hot day.
It was a hot day. That's true. Let's do
Heat stroke. We'll just blame heat stroke.
We'll do question 40. Then we'll do some business.
What 1927 musical movie was the first talkie? It was The Toll of the Sea as well. No, I'm just kidding. The jazz singer, Top Hat, Shall We Dance, Dancing Lady. And the answer is, I didn't look this up, and I was really surprised by it. It was the jazz singer.
Yeah, it was.
You know, because jazz singers were like I remember watching this when I was younger, because like Neil Diamond did the remake of the jazz singer, and I did not know it was that far back, and was the first talkie.
Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet. That's the opening line, and it's interesting as a student of film and technology in film. The first talkie was actually a film delivered with basically a record, and so the projectionist would sync up the film and the record to play the soundtrack, because they hadn't yet perfected the technique of optical soundtracks at that point.
You're kidding me. I spent about 30 minutes trying to sync up Greer's popular song, and this person was doing it on a record.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back and just be like, okay, look, when you send me your video, just send me your film and then your record, and then I'll.
It appears that the Apple company is trying to send me a message again on our rankings board. So ignore the message, ignore the pop-up there when it pops back up.
It's not
again.
playing. It's only over. It's us. They're seeing us. But.
Thank you, Apple. So just wanted to let you know about something, and you're probably tired of me telling you about this. So we, in addition to showing movies, we here at Film.Ca, we make movies as well. We make movies, we make TV shows. Not a lot. It's kind of we do some here and there. We have an award-winning TV series called Kids Town, which you can find on Amazon Prime. We have a number of other shows that we've done along the way, either as co-productions or own productions. We're in the midst of producing, we're in the midst of producing 2 movies right now. Mm-hmm. One has been put on hiatus because of COVID. We were about to go shoot it in May. It was a Christmas movie called Christmas Distractions. But we're producing actually I don't know if it's the first physically distancing movie, but it's certainly, we call it a physically distancing movie. It's called One Pandemic Day.
Yeah.
And it really is a story of one day in the pandemic, April 14th. And what we did is we went to the community and we said, we want to make this movie. Would you mind showing us what your day was all about on the 14th, how you're coping, how you are teaching your kids, how you're filling the time, how you're working at home. It's not a medical drama about the pandemic, and it's not it's about how people adapted. There's funny parts, there's sad parts, there's everything in between. So let's watch a quick trailer from a small snippet of One Pandemic Day.
Perfect.
And we don't have a release date yet, but it will be very soon. Mikel Verret, our amazing director-editor, is busy at this very moment trying to finish up. We're on cut number 5, and we're almost there. So let's see One Pandemic Day trailer.
My name is Sandra Edmondson, and I'm in quarantine with my husband Glenn, my daughter Lauren, and her boyfriend. Say hi, honey. Glenn was working at No Frills on the front lines, and he had to leave because he had symptoms. So one of the first things we do in the morning is check our temperature with this little baby so that we know, and then I press the button. Your body temperature. Thank you, honey.
So so that was one of the families. That's Sandra Edmonston and her husband Glenn, who were telling us about their day on April 14th. Ironically, Sandra is a big musical person. Her son's a performer and a singer-dancer.
Do we see Sandra on there?
I'm not sure she's there or not. I'm not sure she's playing tonight.
Say hi if you are.
If you're there, say hi. But Sandra is one of the people that participated in the One Pandemic Day movie.
Yeah.
There were hundreds of hours of footage that was submitted.
Always with a documentary, yeah.
And we're really excited to release this. There's,
great.
like I said, there's some sad moments, there's some happy moments, and some surprises along the way. And you may even recognize, if you're from Oakville, you may recognize some of your neighbors in this because it was all shot from members of the Oakville community.
Yeah. And if your neighbors got you in the shot unknowingly, we're sorry.
Don't sue us.
Yeah.
Our lawyer's name is Saul Goodman. So One Pandemic Day is coming soon. Watch our social media for a release date. We'll be running a paid streaming to raise money for the theater. We're going to do a premiere at the theater when we're reopened again, and we're going to send it into the festival circuit and see what we can come up with. So we're very proud of our One Pandemic Day coming to a streaming platform and a movie theater called Film.Ca near you.
Woo!
Anything else you want to pitch before we finish?
No, I think, you know what, we're just same thing. We're on a holding pattern. We're just waiting to kind of get back into it. But this has been really fun because this was like a great way to connect a lot of our BOTG family, to kind of do some numbers and kind of connect a little bit again. And so thank you for having me here and get to talk about BOTG and support Film.Ca, and can't wait till we get to see our promotions back on the screen here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those again. I can't. Do you have a plan for after Mamma Mia?
Well, we have a wonderful season. So our 2020-21 season is Mamma Mia, and then we are doing An Ideal Husband by Oscar Wilde, and then ending the season in April of 2021 with Matilda, the musical, which is incredible. And I'm directing Matilda, so I'm very excited about that.
Could I play one of the little girls in the commercial?
You know what? We can even use your Farquaad wig.
Nice.
You can be Matilda.
I'll play Matilda in the commercial.
Yeah. So really excited about that. But our hope is, we were 6 weeks away from being ready for Mamma Mia, and we have such a talented cast. Oh, the one thing I can announce, which we're really excited, is you can see another great little snippet of Mamma Mia. So 3 of the actors have Diana, who we saw earlier tonight. One of them is singing a number from Mamma Mia for the Virtual Canada Day celebration for Oakville.
Oh, that's great.
So the video's edited, done, submitted, and so we have a nice little surprise to show.
Oh, that's awesome.
With Nell, who plays Sophie, Nicole, and Diana are singing little something from Mamma Mia.
And you can get more information on Oakville's Virtual Canada Day at oakville.ca.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun day of homegrown, homespun entertainment.
That's right.
That's great.
Yeah, let's bring your iPads outside. Don't miss a beat.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to our last 5 questions. And before we actually enter, as Josh is queuing them up, we're looking for some suggestions for next show.
Yeah,
so,
I think we were talking a little bit of maybe sci-fi and superheroes and
the MCU. Marvel Universe,
but mix it. I think we can mix it up with sci-fi. Then we get some Star Trek in there. We get some.
Well, let's hear what you folks think.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah,
a lot of.
Hitchhiker's Guide. I love my Hitchhiker's Guide. Okay, let's move on to question 41.
All right. Neck and neck.
Neck and neck. This
Meredith
is exciting.
and Zoe. All right. So we have, which musical movie did Barbra Streisand make her theatrical debut in? There we go. We got rid of that.
Tomorrow.
Can, Bye Bye Birdie, Funny Girl, Hello Dolly.
Funny Girl.
And you know what's funny? Cause when My Fair Lady was up, and I said, Barbra Streisand, but Funny Girl's also, oh my gosh, my brain, but it's also kind of loosely based off of My Fair Lady and Pygmalion, I thought. Yes. So that's why I said Streisand in there. Pygmalion. So 77% Funny Girl. All right.
Okay,
Question
Apple.
42.
I don't care about my resources. Stop telling me this. Okay, let's move on. Question 42.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the 1971, in an adaptation from which children's author? Is an adaptation. Dr. Seuss, Roald Dahl, Judy Blume, C.S. Lewis.
I did not like
the movie,
the updated version of this with
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. I don't like Johnny Depp.
Well, see, it was Tim Burton, right?
Yeah,
so it's it's very much his style.
Yeah. But I didn't like. For me, Gene Wilder.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so we we went to see the Mirvish production. They did Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and the part where the squirrels, the squirrels literally ripped apart the girl on stage.
Oh my goodness!
Like they had this fake tummy, and it was the most shocking. I've never heard a whole entire theater just go as these squirrels just annihilated this girl. But you know what? I think that was the best part of the movie because
that must put a lot of pressure.
That I remember.
That must put a lot of pressure on casting to come up with a new girl.
Well, there's a lot of people wanting to get on stage.
Okay, let's move on.
What's the name of the place where Giselle comes from in the movie Enchanted? The Fairy Glen, Belize, Fantasia, Andalasia.
I have no idea.
I know this one.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I really liked Enchanted. And that was Amy Adams' real breakout role, right? Like she had a little bit part in Catch Me If You Can, but that was really what kind of launched her. And it's Andalasia, yeah. Belize is where she went after university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Question 44.
What is the name of the charity event that Queen played at in Bohemian Rhapsody? Oscar, you better be watching. You better get this one right. know you're watching. Live Aid, Music Counts, Song for Change, Live 8.
This was such a great movie. Did you see this movie?
I did. And you know what's really, really amazing is they've, there's a YouTube video where they've spliced Rami Malek and Freddie Mercury, and they're identical in terms of the movements and the shot for that performance at Live Aid.
He is an incredibly talented performer.
Yeah.
I've got this. The movie is it's stunning.
I loved it.
The soundtrack.
Yeah.
Every part of it was really good. And I grew up with Queen.
Yeah.
And that music. So for me, it was reminding me of my grade school days.
Yeah.
And grade 6, 7, 8 dances. And okay, so we're down to our last question. Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
So Zoe is still holding that top spot with 3,179 points. Meredith right behind with 3,054. It's close. So close.
Now, I hope everybody's enjoying our trivia shows. If you really enjoy the trivia shows, let people know. Share it out with your friends. Mm-hmm. Share the recorded versions of them, and comment on Facebook and YouTube, particularly Facebook and Twitter and those accounts, because it matters.
It's true.
The people that volunteer and help put this together.
And I like that you said go back and watch, because we say some very
outrageous things.
Well, very impactful, intelligent, meaningful things, and normally this is a 9-hour show, and they can miss it.
Are you sure that I was also on those shows?
No, you know what? That's not the show.
Yeah, because meaningful
it
just doesn't.
It's not the show.
I'm full of trivia.
Yeah,
trivial information.
Yeah.
Okay, without further ado. Drum roll for the question 45, ladies and gentlemen, for our musical movies extravaganza. Mr. Josh, take it away.
How many different pairs of glasses does Taron Egerton wear in Rocket Man? Ooh.
Another really awesome film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and this is surprising. 27, 53, 1961. All these numbers are incredible to know that, just to show what Elton John actually created in terms of an identity and icon, his iconicness.
What a character, though.
Yeah. The answer is 53.
53. Holy smokes.
I can't even imagine being an actor and knowing, okay, which glasses am I wearing this today? The costume designer for that show is what, 53 of what?
Yeah.
All right.
And most people got it. Very well done. Let's see the leaderboard. Who is the winner of the Grease? Oh, Zoe, you got it. Congratulations.
Grease is the word.
Meredith Shedden is in second place, and Lindsay is in third place with 2081.
It's really awkward because first place is the record. Second place is actually a record player. So I don't know how that's going to be a little bit of a
have
fight.
To get together.
Yeah, you got to choose one or the other.
That's right.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Zoe,
everybody.
Meredith,
Well done.
Lindsay.
Well done. That was a good job by all. And that was a lot of fun.
Fantastic. We have one more presentation to show.
Oh, terrific.
We do.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is our final.
But wait, there's more.
Yes.
The entertainment value continues.
I am really excited.
Cineplex,
so
folks.
I reached out to Vincent Perry and Chris Ning and asked them if they would do a duet. And they actually had been working on this one already and sent us a bit of the video that they have so far. So and it sounds beautiful. So they've done the sort of the mashup of Found and Tonight from Dear Evan Hansen and Hamilton that Ben Platt and Lin Manuel actually sang together bits of their songs from their shows. So this is their version of it. And
let's see.
Here you go.
We may not yet have reached our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell their story, they'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
Well, let that lonely feeling wash away.
All we see is love.
'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay.
For forever.
'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And
raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away. No matter what they tell you,
someone will come running to take you home.
Raise a glass to all of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight.
Out of the shadows, the morning
they'll tell
is
the story
breaking,
of
and
tonight.
all is new.
All is new. It's only a matter of time.
Crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. And when our children tell their story, you will be found. They'll tell the story of tonight.
They tell you
tomorrow there'll be more of us,
telling the story of tonight. The story of tonight.
Okay, that was well done, very well done. Thank you to all the BOTG performers for sending in their videos, and for you for your magical crafting of the production values.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was really well done.
And I really want to, I want to say thank you so much, because when it was decided, we kind of know what we're going to do for trivia a week in advance, and sort of put that call out. And so big thank you to Paul, Diana, Justin, Greer, Lynn, Rayanne, Vincent, and Chris. Thank you so much for donating your time, your talent, and and it was just so good to kind of hear you guys sing again in all those beautiful voices. So I miss you all, and we will be together again.
You will be, absolutely. We look forward to it. So. Just a couple social media notes to finish things up. So Jeff Madden, thank you, Tyler.
It was
Jeff Madden was actually performing here.
Yeah.
And I believe he's working at Sheridan Musical Theatre now.
Perfect.
As an instructor, and I imagine he's still performing. But he did a terrific job here. We really appreciate him being here. Did somebody respond on the Danny Kaye?
No,
Jerry
nobody
issue?
responded on Danny Kaye.
I'm curious about that one.
I'll look that up.
Somebody asked when the food drive is over at Film.Ca. We have a food bank on our front porch. And it's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week food bank. No questions asked for people that are having challenges financially during COVID. It is still open, and at this point we have no intention to close it until probably closer to when we open. We are closing our book exchange. We have a book exchange and toy exchange. So that stuff will all be closing as of tomorrow night. So if you want a book or any of the toys or DVDs left, there's not a lot of that, lots of books though.
Yeah.
Come and get those now. Anybody's welcome to those. The food bank we're going to keep going because there is a need. So if you're willing to share some food, please by all means drop it by. We're looking for non-perishable foods, so we really appreciate that. I really wish.
I know that it was Gene Kelly. It
was Gene Kelly.
It was Gene Kelly.
That's I don't know why I thought it was Danny Kaye.
But they're all
yeah. So we appreciate that. I think that answers all of the open business.
It's true.
And I think that every question that I sent out, I was wrong on. So that's I have a perfect score tonight. So I think that sums up our social media. So thank you very much. Oh, somebody says put up a massive screen outside and put seats 6 feet apart in the parking lot. Still not legal. The province, that's still considered a movie theater. We are thinking about doing a pop-up drive-in in our parking lot, which is now legal under phase 2.
Drive-in would be
great. But we can't. You would have to stay in your cars. You can't. No matter how, it doesn't matter how you shuffle the deck chairs here. Yeah. A movie theater is a movie theater. We cannot open yet. We would love to be open and show movies.
I have already put in my application to be a roller skater delivery person for your popcorn.
Right out of American Graffiti.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Tim, thank you so much for co-hosting with me again tonight. I had a lot of fun again.
Me too.
I learned a lot tonight.
Yeah, it's a great thing about these trivia is you kind of take something away.
Absolutely do. I want to thank our production team tonight. We have Josh styling the production board. Thank you very much, Josh. His first night with us, and he did a terrific job. Bryn, who of course is not with us tonight, our normal producer. I'm not sort of abnormal producer, but she is away for the evening, but she helps put this all together, even when she's not traveling. And of course, Jenna, our social media
fantastic job
manager, who is the one who's talking to you while we're busy doing what we do here on stage. So thank you so much for tuning in again. We are open for another 3 minutes, so if you can teleport here, you can still get some popcorn. Otherwise, we open again next Friday night for snacks and beverages.
Yep.
We don't know what the next show is yet. We're going to be looking for some advice. It could be the MCU.
Send us a message.
Send us a message.
There's somebody asked about MCU, so maybe we do MCU.
Yeah, so we'll watch social media. We'll let you know. So we'll be back next Saturday night, same place.
Yep.
Same bat channel, same bat station, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you so much for your support of Film.Ca, and of course, to BOTG.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Tim.